Welcome back to another clay video. Today, we are going to create the King Slime boss from Terraria. I will also be giving away a copy of Terraria with this boss, so make sure you click on the link in the description of this video. Let's begin with this blob of black clay, and this will be to create our ninja. For some reason, there's a ninja floating around inside of this King Slime. I really have no idea why, and I looked it up on the Wikipedia and it doesn't give any explanation. But I think that it's a pretty cool design. It adds a little bit of an extra feature to the King Slime. There's a lot of King Slimes in different video games, but I've never seen anything floating in them, so I guess it's a nice change in design from the typical King Slime. This is a boss that you can encounter very early on in the game, and it's also a very easy boss to beat. There's no real reason to fight it, it doesn't have any super good drops, and it doesn't help you progress through the game at all, but it is nice to have an extra variety of bosses to fight. We can start creating the arms. I've cut the arms at a bit of a slant, and this helps attach them to the body much easier. I want them to be curved upwards as well. This is how we see this ninja inside of the King Slime. Now for the head, I wanted it to be a little bit less round, so we can shape it using this tool. We have some tan for the hands. And let's also make a spot in the mask for the little bit of a face we can see. Let's fill that in with some more tan clay. And the eyes on this character are very easy. We have this first white layer, and on top of that we have a small ball of black clay. Now moving on to the silver outlining, we have these strips along the shoes, and gray clay could also work for this, but I like the shiny effect that comes with the silver clay. On the head we have all of these silver strips to create the helmet. We also have a lower set of strips here. On the forehead we have some sort of emblem, or maybe it's just a decoration. Let's get that into place. For the rest of the outlining, I've mixed together some black with the silver just to get a little bit of a different shade. And now our ninja is ready to get baked. After baking, our ninja is ready to go inside of the King Slime. I bought this mold for this project. This is a silicone ball mold. You can use it for resin or gelatin. And hopefully this will work for our slime. This is unflavored gelatin. We can also mix a little bit of blue food dye into the water. This looks like a pretty good color, so let's pour this into the pitcher for now. And we have this stretch cord. This will be what we're using to dangle this ninja inside of the mold. If I were to just drop the ninja inside of the mold, he would sink to the bottom, so we want to make sure he's floating in the middle. Let's take some tape and tape him onto there. And we are ready to start pouring our gelatin into the mold. After that's filled up, we can put this into the fridge. And as I took it out of the mold, I realized I did not like this seam. It looks pretty bad. So we're gonna try it again, hopefully with a different mold that will work. Let's remove this ninja from this goo. And since this mold is a lot bigger, we're gonna have to tape him onto a pencil to dangle him into the center of it. This mug that I have is very rounded at the bottom, and I'm thinking this will probably work for it. So let's stick this into the fridge again. Now we can try to remove it. After finally removing it from the mold, we have this very bouncy gelatin with no seams, and I think it looks great. So let's remove the cord on the bottom. Let's take a break from playing with the Jello and start creating the crown. This is a mixture of yellow and gold. I put a little bit of gold in it to get a nice shiny effect. Creating crowns at first seems pretty difficult, but if you use this technique, it's very simple to cut it out into one long strip. We also have this little spot on the top here that's cut out. And let's create the spots for the gems. What I think is pretty funny about this crown is that in the game, you have to create this crown in order to summon the boss. But it only requires gold and a ruby, so I don't know where these other gems come from. In the middle, we will create this big ruby. And this is much more detailed than the other gems. And let's create the edges to be a little bit jagged as well. We can get that onto the front of the crown and make sure that it fits on top of our king slime. This looks like a pretty good size, so let's put it onto the baking tray and we can seal up the back of it. And we are ready to get baked. After baking, we just need to put the crown on top of our king slime. And here it is, the king slime boss from Terraria. I hope you all enjoyed the creation of the king slime. Don't forget to check out some of my other Terraria videos up here. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.